market that loves SUVs, it wasn't a surprise that the Hyundai Creta shot to success in a short frame of time. Now, the Hyundai Creta is unlike most of the SUVs in this segment. It really isn't a masculine SUV. It really isn't aggressive. It's not one of those Hulk SUVs. Instead, it's a very sophisticated design. If you look at the overall design language, it's got the fluidic design. So that way you see this chrome grille, the overall sharp creases and curves. It's not about being aggressive, it's more about being elegant. Now what that does is that it opens up the base for a wider audience, because people who are probably thinking of buying a sedan would also look at the Creta, because it really isn't an aggressive looking car. Now overall, if you look at the design, it looks an SUV but elegant at the same time. The side again, you've got this upward rising crease, well sized alloy wheels. In all, in a nutshell, it's a good looking SUV. Talking of the rear design of the Creta, again you've got these slim yet elegant tail lamps. The overall tailgate again is proportional. It's well designed. All these creases, they gel well with the overall design. The only thing that seems a little odd is the placement of this number plate. This overall area just doesn't seem right into the design. Now, but when you talk of the entire package, the design overall, the Creta comes across as a very smart looking car. The best thing about this design is that it looks very European, so that gives it a very premium look. In the last few years, the strategy Hyundai has adopted with most of its cars when it comes to the interior has been to load features to the brim. The Creta is no different. If you look at the overall cabin, I find the overall quality to be right up there when you talk about the segment quality. In terms of features, again, the Creta is well specced out. You've got this touch screen, the infotainment screen. It offers you navigation. You can also access all kinds of connectivity in the form of Bluetooth, radio, your aux, USB, all of that is present. It's got climate control. Apart from that, if I have to talk about the space and the overall seating, the space again is pretty much quite a lot. If I talk about the headroom, again, not a problem at all. The seats themselves are pretty good, although I feel the side bolstering could have been a little better. It's not really bad, but then again, it's not really up there. The comfort in the seats is good. However, the under thigh support is again good. In terms of packaging, in terms of ergonomics, again the cabin is good. Everything is well within reach for the driver. And if you talk about this space, your cubby holders and all, you can see I have this 1 liter bottle. You have space for 2 of these. You have a compartment here where you can keep all of those bills and your change. Even on the door pockets, there is ample space for putting in these bottles, and after putting in the bottle, I still have space to probably fit in a smaller bottle and some more coins and other stuff. So overall, from a comfort and convenience perspective, the Creta is right up there when you talk about features. From a driver's perspective, again, very well sorted. The ergonomics are good. What we are driving right now is the 1.6 petrol with a manual transmission. However, you can also opt for the same petrol engine but with an automatic transmission as well, which has been the most recent introduction by the company. Now let's talk a little bit more about the infotainment screen, because this is the part that you'll be interacting with on a daily basis. Now what you've got here is a color touch screen. Again, it's loaded with navigation, so that's a plus point. You can press the button for map and view your location. You have the options to put in the address, search for point of interests. All of that is available. In terms of connectivity, the options you get here is again there. You have the FM. You can use an aux cable. You can also use USB. You can use your phone and use your Bluetooth connectivity, stream audio, and use your Bluetooth telephony. So in all those respects, all those features are here. The overall display is crisp. The sharpness is good. The only slight negative with this unit is that the input time, the overall response time is a little bit slow. So when you really press something, there is a little bit of hesitation. There's a small amount of lag before the end result really comes onto the screen. But apart from that, it's a good unit, gives you access to all features that you would expect from a car in this price segment, and it's again nestled in a dashboard which is contrasting in color and is built with good materials, so is good to look at as well. So now I'm at the rear of the Creta, and it is a good place to be in because there is a lot of space around. If I have to talk about the rear seat itself, you can see there is a lot of good under thigh support right up till the point where I have my knees. In terms of the support, in terms of the backrest angle, also the seat is good. So if you are in this car at the rear going out for a long journey, this is a comfortable seat to be in for 5, 6 or maybe 8 hours. Now even in terms of headroom, again you can see there's a lot of space. So even if someone say 5'10" or 6 feet tall were to sit in this seat, again there wouldn't be any problem of head clearance. And overall, again, if I look at the quality of the materials here, it is good. The plastic quality, however, the plastic at the rear, you can see it's a little hard, but still it's not bad. You've also got these rear AC vents, so helps cool down the cabin quicker on those hot days. You've got a 12-volt socket here, so you can keep your devices charged. So overall, when you talk of the cabin in terms of space, be it the front or the rear, the Creta scores good points because it's got very good seats at the rear, especially a lot of legroom, good headroom. The front seats again are decent enough. If you talk about the ergonomics at the front for the driver, they're well sorted. So overall, from us, the Creta gets a thumbs up from the cabin perspective. So I told you earlier that the Creta is a good car for going on long journeys because of the comfort in the seats and the overall space. Now if you're going on a long journey, you also need a boot to put in that weekend luggage. Now the Creta again has a good boot in terms of space. There's loads of space here. So if you look at the depth of this boot, there is a lot of space. You can really put in those big bags here. It's a flat base, so you can also manage the space pretty well. Again, being an SUV, you wouldn't expect the loading lip to be really low, but then again, it's not really high. So lifting those bags and putting them shouldn't be a tough task. Now talking about the handling of the Creta, well, handling hasn't been really a forte of Hyundai in the past, but in the last few years, the company has made a significant improvement in this area. The Creta is a good example of that improvement or evolution. Now, the Creta offers a very neutral handling, so it isn't really on the sportier side, but it is a very predictable vehicle. So when you're going on the highway, you can really predict what the vehicle is going to do. It's a lot better than what we have seen from Hyundai earlier. So if you're going, say at about 120, 130 on the highway, it is a lot stable than earlier cars. Even in terms of vertical movement, it's a lot lesser. There is, like we have seen on the older Verna or other Hyundai cars, the Creta doesn't have that wallowy movement when you're going fast on highways. So it's a very neutral car, it's stable. The steering is light, so it's easy to operate in traffic, but at speeds it does gain some weight, but then again it doesn't have the right amount of feedback, just a bit of feedback. Apart from that, if you're going really aggressively or say on a corner, it really isn't a rewarding car to drive fast. It's primarily a practical SUV. So it does the job. If you try and have a bit of fun, it will let you do that. But then again, it's not inclined on the sportier side, and also that's not something it has been manufactured to do. Now, for the money that you pay for this Creta in its petrol form with a manual transmission, it does come across as a good value for money proposition. It's loaded with features which is almost not just at par with the segment, but a tad more than what the segment usually offers. It's got good build quality. It has a sorted ride and handling. It's got a good engine. It's got decent fuel economy. So overall, as a package, the Creta is pretty impressive. So that's it from us today at Express Drives. For more on the latest in the automobile industry, please visit our website, which is www.financialexpress.com/auto, and also please follow us on Twitter. Our handle is Express Drives. Thank you.